From Amateur Radio Newsline Report number 2201, these are the Ham Nation headlines for Wednesday, January 8th, 2020. As Newsline went to production, we received this update on the bushfires in Australia, where a 7-day emergency was declared in New South Wales as of Friday, January 3rd.
As property losses mounted and towns were cut off, military aircraft and Navy ships were bringing supplies into the region. By New Year's Day, New South Wales confirmed the death toll had risen to 15, but the toll nationwide reached at least 17, according to news reports. Julian Sortland, VK2YJS, the publicity officer for the Wireless Institute Civil Emergency Network in New South Wales, said that amateurs were monitoring IARU Region 3 disaster frequencies because of communication outages. Julian said Wyson was sending communications operations and logistics resources to the fire control centres across the state and territory from Wyson, New South Wales and Wyson ACT, which is part of Canberra Region Amateur Radio Club. They were also staffing aviation radio operations and telephone operations at the Bushfire Information Line in Sydney. Amateurs remained active, supporting the Rural Fire Service as well as other agencies. For Amateur Radio Newsline, I'm John Williams, VK4JJW.
A ham in Scotland is believed to have set a new world record thanks to troposcatter.
Troposcatter conditions were tops for a couple of ham radio operators who set what they believed to be a new world record. On the 28th of December, Scottish operator Ian White, GM3SEK, made contact with D41 Charlie Victor on the Cape Verde Islands using FT8 on 432 MHz. At 4,562 kilometres, or more than 2,800 miles, this beats the previous Tropo record in IARU Region 1, according to the EI7GL blog. It's also believed to be a new world Tropo record for 70 centimetres. The path for the contact between the two stations was mostly over water, strongly suggesting that marine ducting played a role. Ian's QTH is on the northern edge of the Irish Sea. The blog reports that at the same time conditions were so exceptional that many stations in Ireland and the UK also made good DX contacts with the Cape Verde Island station using 144 MHz. For Amateur Radio Newsline, I'm Jeremy Bucci for NJH.
Last, but certainly not least, one of Newsline's Young Hams of the Year is collecting another honor. Here's Newsline anchor Jim Dameron, N8TMW.
Congratulations to Dhruv Rubba, KC9ZJX, who was honored last year by being named Amateur Radio Newsline's Young Ham of the Year. Dhruv has been selected as one of 5 recipients of the Bloomington Normal, Illinois Martin Luther King Youth Award for 2020. Dhruv is the founder of the Universal Help Foundation, an international nonprofit organization dedicated to improving people's lives through innovation. A high school sophomore, Dhruv is an honor student and a volunteer in numerous organizations. Well done, Dhruv.
And that's all from the Amateur Radio Newsline, your independent source for amateur radio news for 4 decades and counting at arnewsline.org. With John Williams, VK4JJW, Jeremy Boot, G4NJH, Jim Dameron, N8TMW, Karen Eve Murray, KD2GUT at the news desk in New York, and our news team across the globe. I'm Don Wilbanks, AE5DW. 7-3, and Happy New Year! And we'll see you next time here on Ham Nation.